What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Daily Fan Racing Quick Pick Show. This week, we are going to take a look at Kansas Speedway. Just a heads up, battling a little cough, a lingering cough that's making things difficult. So my voice is a little um, scratchy or struggling or what have you. Hopefully, I can get through without Osmosis Jones in there scratching away at my throat and causing me to cough, and we can get this thing knocked out. Last week didn't go great. We had Bubba Wallace hit, but Christopher Bell kind of killed us with the Dominator play there. So hopefully we clean that up, get a little bit more luck on our side this week, and give out some better plays. Love Kansas, great track, great racing. It should be a really good one, especially for a playoff race that offers a lot of opportunities for drivers. So looking forward to that. Traditional, 400-mile race here on an intermediate. It's as cookie cutter as it gets, right? So definitely a fun one to play for DFS. It's a 2 to 3 Dominator situation. I think for this race, I'm probably going to lean towards 3. I know a lot of people will throw in Kyle Busch as a place differential play, kind of in that mix as well in that top tier. So that's pretty much how most people are going to build lineups. For me, I don't really like the 6,000 to 7,500 range. I think it's kind of mediocre. So I'm not going to play a lot in that range. Most likely, I'm definitely going to try to pay down and then pay up for some bigger scores at the top. All right. So I'm going to try to get this thing knocked out. Throat's killing me. So let's get on to the plays. First one, favorite cash play of the week, Tyler Gibbs. So it's not Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is fine. You probably want him in cash as well. But Ty Gibbs, 7,600, something 36. It's kind of no brainer. He's finished 18th or better in 15 of the last 23 races. He's a guy that can definitely finish top 18 today or tomorrow, whenever you're watching it, and has top 10 upside. The biggest thing here is 18 scores and 43 points without a single fast lap or anything like that. I think he finishes top 15, honestly. He should be contending for that with the Toyota car here. So I just love this play. It's kind of no-brainer. There's no one really in this range either that should factor in. It's basically him and Alex Bowman and no one else really in this range. So love Ty Gibbs. I think he offers the clearest cash play of the slate, and that's why he's my favorite play. Next up, my favorite Dominator, hopefully a little bit safer than we had with Christopher Bell last week. And he could just, hopefully, my man could just get us those Dominator points and get the top finish that he deserves. And that's Kyle Larson. So Kyle Larson, 10,500. Price underneath Truex and Hamlin, which is understandable. I'm fine with that. He led 85 laps here in the spring. He's finished first, second, and second in 3 of the last 4 races. He's led 60-plus laps in 5 of the last 10 and has led 100-plus in 3 of those. Really, really good here. We saw what he did in the spring. You see him on every intermediate track, and he's coming off a win last week, so there's some positive momentum. Starting second, I hope to see him out front early and often and lean a bunch of laps, getting a bunch of fast laps. Even if he doesn't lead 100 laps, even if it's only 30 laps or he just runs around there and collects 20, 25 fast laps, I think he can put up a good score. He should finish top 5, and it feels safer to me than praying that Christopher Bell holds the lead or whatever the hell happened last week. So I like Larson. I like the safety. Great track for him. Even dating back to when he's at Chip Ganassi, it was a great track for him. So I expect Kyle Larson to be strong tomorrow, today, whenever you're watching this, here at Kansas this weekend. I should probably say that from now on. And he should get a big score. So definitely like him. Hamlin's obviously going to be good, going to be stellar on the long run. Truex is super good on the short run here in the spring. We'll see if they've made some adjustments. If he can hold some long run speed, Truex could be really dangerous as well. Next up, we talked about Kyle Busch. I talked about Kyle Busch. We aren't having a conversation, but Kyle Busch going to be chalk starting in the back. If he finishes, 13th, that's 30 points plus the 22 place differential. That's 52 points for 13th. I expect Kyle Busch to be able to do that. The upside here, though, is what I don't love necessarily about Kyle Busch. Sure, he can finish top 10, but he really hasn't shown elite top 10 or especially not top 5 speed in a very long time. That's a concern for me. So when I'm thinking of tournaments, when I'm thinking how I can be different, I don't want to lean into a chalk place differential play as much. I want to try to chase either a third Dominator or I want to pay down from Kyle Busch. For this race, I'm really liking paying up, and there's an obvious pivot for me, and that's Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick's priced directly above Kyle Busch. He's incredibly quick lately on intermediates. He's incredibly good here as well. In the last 3 races here with this car, he's led 24, 38, and 23 laps. It means he's been at the front at some point at this track. He hasn't got the finishes, but he's been up front. That's key. He led 90 laps at Darlington last week. It was really, really strong there. He led 33 laps in Nashville and had 28 fast laps. Wheel was left loose. He was going to win that race. going away was going to win at. Charlotte, 28 laps led, 37 fast laps. If Blaney doesn't exist, Tyler Reddick's leading 150 laps, 200 laps. He was going to dominate. So I love the speed that Tyler Reddick has shown over the summer with this team on intermediates. We're not surprised by that. 2311 was strong last year, and Tyler Reddick's strong on this track type. So it's the perfect blend of driver and team. The other thing that I really love is just Toyota has owned this track. 2311 won both races last year. Denny Hamlin won in the spring. They've been phenomenal. I expect Tyler Reddick to be really, really good. He's under 10K, which is good, positive price point. I think he's a guy that can get 20, 25 fast laps and maybe lead 30 laps like he's done multiple other tracks this year. I think he should be finishing in the top 5. That's something that should be an expectation for him. And if he can put all that together, he's a guy that can score 65, 70 points, outscore Kyle Busch play, and then even has 80, 90 point upside. If he just goes out there and completely dominates and wins and that type of deal, that's definitely in the cards for him. So I love Tyler Reddick. I love that as a top tier play. I like that as a pivot off of the Larson, Hamlin, Truex types, or play 3 of them together. Put 2 of the top guys and Reddick in a lineup and just use him as a direct pivot off of Busch. So big fan of Tyler Reddick. I think this is going to be a breakout race for him, and I think he gets a win to advance him. I'm actually picking Tyler Reddick to win. I think he's just the perfect setup for him right now. Next up, favorite value play, Corey LaJoie. I mentioned I didn't like anything from 6,000 to 7,500. If I didn't mention that already, I definitely mentioned it in the previous 3 of these I did where my throat was killing me and I was coughing through it and I had to redo the videos. But 6,000, 7,500 is just not a lot there. And that's why I'm considering paying up, getting me a third dominator, a third guy that can hopefully score 65, 70 points, and then I got to pay down. Haley, Burton, Gilliland, all good plays, all going to be on a lot of people's minds. But to me, LaJoie's got the best upside. He's a guy that's got really good finishes across intermediates. He's finished 19th and 20th here in Kansas over the last 3 races, so in this next-gen car. And this year alone, he's got 20th at Vegas, Kansas, and Nashville. Good solid 20th place finish is going to score all right. It's not great, but it's going to score all right for our lineups to 5,600. 17th at Charlotte, 14th at Dover, 15th at Michigan. That's the type of upside I'm chasing here. And that's what I'm hoping he can deliver. If he does that, if he's able to finish 15th, 16th, 17th at 5,600, he's the type of value play that can help us out, help us afford a Tyler Reddick or someone else at the top that can dominate and win this race. So I like the fact that he offers up salary relief. I think I'm probably going to pair him with one of those other 3 I already mentioned and then build for the top from there. All right. That's going to do it for us. I got to get out of here. Throat is just is struggling. But please, before you go, thank you for checking out the video. I appreciate it. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell anyone you know. Like the video, please. Subscribe to the channel. We had a big boost in subscribers. That was really cool to see. So thank you guys for that. Leave a comment. Who do you like? Who's your favorite dominator play? I gave 2 dominators out essentially in this race. That should tell you where my mind's at with how I want to build. So who do you like as dominators? Who do you like for this race? Who do you think wins? Let me know below in the comments, and I hope you have the best of luck. Hopefully this is the week where all the plays hit and we win some big money off of it. Appreciate you guys checking out the show, and catch you next time. Thank you guys. See you.